Hello and welcome to the Uploads app training material for Prime Action Plans. The Uploads app generates easy to read and interpret analysis reports to help organisations detect trends and formulate data-driven incident prevention strategies. Prime Action Plans are used to record and monitor the success of these incident prevention strategies. You can create a Prime Action Plan by selecting Prime Action Plan from the left-hand menu and then clicking on the New Plan button in the top right-hand corner. Alternatively, while exploring your data in the Uploads app, you may detect a trend and want to create an action plan. Creating an action plan through the Explore section links the Explore report to the Prime Action Plan. This allows other users to view the data that led to the formulation of your action plan. In the first section, you will need to give the plan a name, set a goal for the plan, and justify the reason for your plan. In the Goals section, enter what you want to achieve. For example, you may enter Improve Safety for Campcraft Activities. Under Justification, you enter the reason why the action plan is required and what contributory factors you are trying to address. For example, you might enter Campcraft is the activity most associated with high severity injuries. The help icons are provided throughout the action plan and they provide detailed information about the type of information required along with examples. When you click on the Continue button, you'll be asked if you want to share a de-identified version of your action plan with the National Incident Dataset. When all organisations across Australia submit their Prime Action Plans to the National Incident Dataset, the research team will be able to report the successful implementation strategies that have been used within the LOA sector to prevent incidents. We hope that by sharing this information, we'll be able to make outdoor activities even safer for you and the wider community. You can choose to unshare your Prime Action Plan by clicking on the NID button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. In the Action section, you are asked to list the actions required to implement your plan. For each action, give the action a name, then describe the specific activities required to implement the action. For example, introduce supervision requirements for campcraft activities on all programs. Then provide a method to evaluate the success of the action. Enter what criteria you will use to judge whether the action was successful. For example, 100% of program plans will include supervision requirements on campcraft activities, and there will be a reduced severity in campcraft injuries. You are then required to describe the data you will use to measure whether the action was successful. For example, you could refer to the program plans and the incident data on the campcraft activities. To complete the action section, you will need to allocate Uploads users to implement and review the success of the action and allocate a final date for review. When an action is assigned to a user, the action plan will appear in the user's to-do list. To update the status of the action, for example mark the action as complete, use the Update Status button shown on the screen. Select the action status from the drop-down menu and then provide the reasons why the action was either successful because it met all criteria, partially successful because it met the criteria to a certain degree, unsuccessful because it did not meet the criteria, or if the plan was not implemented. Once the status of each action plan has been updated, you can then mark the Prime Action Plan as complete. Thanks for watching.